This has been a tremendous amount of work for the site supervisor so far. I mean, we are the epitome of safety here, but this is how we're gonna do this, I think. Welcome back to the Lost Cause Ranch. Today, we're gonna have a basket load of fun. I think that saying is supposed to be a boatload of fun, but it's still gonna be a basket load. As a lot of you following along know, we are building a shop to house all the Rovers, not all of them, but work on some, including that Eco Challenge, that camper, LR4, mainly Nada 59 right there. And today, we're gonna blow the roof on to this thing. We're gonna mix the shop build in on the channel along with working on the Rovers, so make sure you subscribe. We'll have a little bit of both. And it wouldn't hurt to like the video, especially if you enjoy watching me being terrified of being in the air, because that happens once again.
I'll have it lined up, it'll be your own fault.
Yeah. All right, so got all the poles knot. The trusses are going to sit right on those little ledges on all the interior poles. A little sawzall action with the angle iron guides, knock that out nicely with a good clean cut. We made some 2x6s. That's the chunk we cut off. Took a little brainstorming for us to come up with a decent way to cut them nice and square and even. We're gonna do a circular saw up there, but 18 feet up if it kicks and you're on the top of the scaffolding, might not end well. So a few days in, and I'm getting a touch more comfortable with being off the ground. Still a little sketchy. Well, this just showed up. Not quite sure what I'm doing. Pretty much a professional. We're way out here. It's kind of odd to drive. This isn't all that comfortable, as it turns out, to someone who likes to be on the ground. All right, so here's to having another thing to figure out. Lots of new things to learn, like how not to be scared on a boom lift. We need to learn that yet. And story of my life, the steel was supposed to come in this weekend. It was delayed until next week. Getting used to that. So in Joe's abundance of proper planning, as usual, we got the trusses. You guys see the problem? Yeah, they're only 30 feet wide. Driveway is like 10 feet wide. With a few trees in the way, but well, we'll cluster away on up. So here's our current setup. We got her sitting at an angle, tied down. This has been a tremendous amount of work for the site supervisor so far. But we do have the trusses in the driveway, somewhat. I mean, we're close to the building. I mean, we are the epitome of safety here, but this is how we're gonna do this, I think. We got soft shackle on the lift, and we'll put that guy up in the air that way. The skybox up here, just hanging out in the lift. We got them slung on the basket. I feel much more comfortable inside a basket than on the scaffolding, as long as I don't look down. Mass is climbing when he's got that. Yeah. are back the next morning. As you can see, we did some work yesterday. Every day it is starting to look more and more like a building. With the help of a lift and a few good guys, we were able to get all the trusses set. It actually worked out pretty smooth. Still not comfortable on the lift. Still sketchy to me. It bounces and sways a lot. Not all about that. But this morning we are going to work on getting more of the roof purlins in. We have about 5 of them in. We need to do those, and all those. We threw some temporary bracing up last night in case we got a hurricane. It's Iowa, so we're known for our hurricanes. But went ahead and made a couple spacers to aid in the quickness of putting the purlins up. Those guys will just sit on top of the truss and space them out evenly, so don't have to hold. It's kind of awkward to be 20 some feet in the air holding an 18-foot board. So I'm flying solo the first part of the morning, so I decided harness time. We'll strap ourselves in, so that way when I topple this over, I'll be stuck in the basket and get crushed. We got King of the Lumber down there. The lumber's expensive, so we stuck the guard dog on it. Man, I am in love with this thing. It's a tiny bit big for what we got going on here. That guy will go 45 feet up, out, whatever, and it'll suck into 25 feet. So she was a little interested in moving it around in here today. We have trusses. We have purlins. We are rocking and rolling. I have it for another week and a half. Hopefully the steel shows up so we can at least get the roof on. It'd be nice to get the roof on with the lift here. Although, as you see, some of my cousins enjoy climbing. I don't enjoy that as much. Some of those guys are used to doing that. I'm used to being right on the ground, right there. But either way, we are once again about to get some. Look at Sasha does run. Coming up here. She's quick. She wants to know what I'm doing up here. Is it safe to be up here, Supervisor Sash? But no, just packed everything away once again. We have a little bit of rain coming, but before that we wanted to get the purlins on in case it gets windy around here. So the trusses are all secure now and everything's stiffened up quite a bit. I will now be able to work on getting the wind braces in the corners and on the bottom cord of the trusses. But it is getting closer with every day. The size is actually coming together nicely. That is quite a large lift in there, and I was able to swing it around as you guys saw, and I think the height made this guy livable. I appreciate every one of you watching, and I do enjoy interacting with you in the comments, so feel free to weigh in down below. I am an idiot most of the time, so you can call me an idiot. That's not going to hurt my feelings, but no, I do enjoy chatting back and forth with everyone. With that being said, we are going to keep tackling this guy, but I think the next video we will be tearing into the Range Rover camper to try and see what is happening. with our lack of oil pressure. I might be ambitious with everything going on, but there is one event in October. It's local, but I wouldn't mind taking the camper to it. We'll see. As always, appreciate you watching. We will catch you on the next one. Look at you. You just get into everything, don't you? Did we just take a bath last night? Did we, Sasha? Did we have a bath last night? I guess we'll do another one tonight.